The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren County Warriors Volleyball starts now. Streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the court with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
Good evening, Warrior fans. On behalf of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network, I'd like to welcome you to tonight's streaming and on-air broadcast presentation of Van Buren County Girls Varsity Volleyball. Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball, I should say. Thanks for joining us here in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. We're here at Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, Keosauqua, Iowa. We're inside the gym, overlooking Fred Parsons Court, getting set for girls high school varsity volleyball for you tonight as the Warriors finish up conference play in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. They are going to be hosting the Mediapolis Bulldogs. First serve, originally scheduled for 7:30, not going to happen as senior night here. It's pink out. That's the theme for the student section over there. 17 minutes on the warm-up clock. They're going to go through senior night activities first, but that's okay. We got a good pregame show lined up for you. Mr. Kyle Smith on the controls, back at the studio in Ottumwa, pressing all the right buttons to make this thing go smoothly for everybody. Once again, I am alongside my cameraman and on-site producer, the one and only Mr. A.J. Rowe, and my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. We're all back again for the sport seasons of the 2025-26 school year, and all of us will consider it our pleasure to be with you on the call this evening. We got a couple of ways for you to join the broadcast this evening. We are on the air tonight at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. We're also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you are choosing one of those ways to make this broadcast part of your Thursday evening, October 9th, 2025, big thanks for tuning in. We could not do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. I'm going to go through them with you. Go through their in-game sponsorship as we go down the list. This is the Warrior Volleyball pregame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide, they have the pregame show. The postgame show today will be brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. They sponsor the postgame show. First serve and coaches interviews throughout the course of the season, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building material supplier in Dowd's. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you. Set 1 this evening brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. Set 2 this evening brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding areas. Set 3 tonight brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. They will sponsor tonight's Player of the Match. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding areas, sponsoring all the blocks tonight by the Warrior players at the net. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors, sponsoring all the aces tonight by the Warrior servers. Dowd's Quick Step of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials, sponsoring tonight's set and match recaps. The Van Buren County Hospital, Simply Remarkable, sponsoring all the kills tonight by the Warrior attackers. Wasco Hardware, check out their showroom floor, downtown Keosauqua. They will sponsor set number 5 this evening. And Tugboat Transportation, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors, they will sponsor set number 4 if necessary tonight. If you are a consumer in the area, need some local business, please make sure that you give these fine sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be heard on the air at 92.7 KTWA and viewed through the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. All right, like I said, this is the Warrior Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride county-wide. We are going to start the pregame with a 3-minute break. You can start to hear from some of our wonderful sponsors. And then when we come back, we'll get into our normal format on the evening. We got lots of good stuff to go over. We'll break down both teams, starting with Mediapolis. We'll go over conference records in the North and South Division, wins and losses for each team, leading players for each team. Let's see, what else? The regional pairings came out today, so we'll go through the conference teams and see where they're going to start in the state tournament. Other action around the conference, we got a lot to get into, all that and more still to come on the Warrior Volleyball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. Let's get into that 3-minute break. We'll continue the pregame show when we come back. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and we are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Anna Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School this evening, Keosauqua, Iowa, inside the gym. Fred Parsons Court getting set for girls high school varsity volleyball action for you. The Mediapolis Bulldogs in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors as the Warriors finish up conference play in the South Division of the Super Conference this year. This is the Warrior Volleyball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. I'm going to get into the little bit of a senior. It's senior night here, and they just honored all the seniors, and I wanted to read to you guys on the air and on YouTube, those of you who are viewing, what they went over with the seniors to give them a little airtime here. So first senior was Ashlyn Huff, the daughter of John and Amy Huff. Ashlyn's other high school activities include softball and Leo Club. Ashlyn's future plans are to go to Indian Hills and become a radiologist radiologic technologist, sets the senior Ashlyn Huff. Sophia Urach, daughter of Kurt and Tanya Urach. Sophia's other high school activities include basketball and golf. Sophia's future plans are to attend college and major in business. Senior Sophia Urach. Addison McLean, the daughter of Terry and Jody McLean. Addison's other high school activities include FFA and Leo Club. Addison's future plans are to attend DMAC and major in ag business. That's senior Addison McLean. Marley Mertens, the daughter of Dave Mertens and the late Beth Mertens. Marley's other high school activity is basketball. Marley's future plans are to go to Kirkwood for nursing. Plans to play volleyball there as well. That's senior Marley Mertens. Lexi Wiley is the daughter of Eric and Jenny Wiley. Lexi's other high school activities include dance team, wrestling, track, softball, Leo Club, art club, National Honor Society president, student council president, and silver cord. Lexi's future plans are to attend William Penn University, where she plans to pursue a degree in pediatric nursing and play volleyball and dance on the dance team. That's senior Lexi Wiley. Like I said, it's senior night here, so I just wanted to go over the same thing that they did with the PA before they got the warm-ups underway. All right, 14 minutes left as we're underway with warm-ups here before we get set for first serve. Let's continue with the pregame show by breaking down both teams into tonight's matchup. Let's start with the Mediapolis Bulldogs. Head coach is Aaron Steffener, assisted by Jamie Henning and Amanda Richardson. Next action for the Bulldogs Tuesday, October 14th at West Burlington, as they will finish conference play next week, 7:30 p.m. first serve there. They are the Mediapolis Bulldogs. Girls High School Varsity Volleyball, 14-13, their overall record into tonight's play. They're 1-2 at home, 2-5 on the road, 11-6 in neutral site matches. They compete in Class 3A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Mediapolis right now is 3-2 on the year. In the last 5, they are 2-3. Let's go over wins and losses for Mediapolis on the season. Their wins have come over English Valleys, twice over Central Lee, Danville, Highland, Mount Pleasant, Midland, Davenport West, Iowa Valley, West Branch, Wapello, Louisa Muscatine, Pekin, and New London, while their losses have come twice to Burlington Notre Dame, twice to Wapello, Burlington Public, Wilton, Winfield Mount Union, 3 times to Holy Trinity Catholic, Lisbon, Columbus, and Van Buren County. Let's take a look at some leading players on the season for the Mediapolis Bulldogs. Leading in assists, Bryn Wright with 414, leading the Bulldogs in kills. Ella Wagenbach with 140, Josie Hutchison also with 140, Evelyn Prawl with 97. Leading Mediapolis in digs, Macy Thornburg with 342, Josie Hutchison with 202, and Bryn Wright with 175. Leading Mediapolis in blocks, Ella Wagenbach with 30, Brooklyn Murgia with 29, Clara Box with 16. Leading the Bulldogs in aces, Bryn Wright with 30, Ella Wagenbach with 27, Addie Steffener with 23. Mediapolis, a serve efficiency on the year at 93.8, a kill efficiency of .086. The only meeting between these two teams this year, the Warriors got them 2-0 in the quarterfinal of the bracket portion of the conference tournament at Southeastern Community College. I should also mention, in the fresh sophomore match tonight, Mediapolis won that by a score of 2-1. In the JV match, Mediapolis also won that by a score of 2-1. All right, let's turn our attention to the Warriors. Head coach is Selena Sayer, assisted by Jenny Wiley. Next action for us is this Saturday, October 11th, at Davis County Tournament. 5 matches in Bloomfield starting at 9 a.m. They are the Van Buren County Warriors in girls high school varsity volleyball. Overall record into tonight's play, 16-11 on the year. 2-2 at home, 4-1 on the road, 10-8 neutral site matches. The Warriors compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference record for Van Buren County is 4-2 in the last 5. We are 2-3. Let's go over the Warrior wins on the year. Pekin, Centerville, Waco, 3 times over Keokuk, Wapello, New London, Murray, twice over West Burlington, Central Lee, Hillcrest Academy, Lone Tree, Mediapolis, and Danville. Warrior losses to Durant, Burlington Public, Danville, West Liberty, Burlington Notre Dame, 4 times to Holy Trinity Catholic, Washington, and Wapello. Last time out for the Warriors was Tuesday, October 7th of this week, a 3-0 loss over in Fort Madison at Holy Trinity Catholic. Leading players for the Warriors coming into tonight. Assists, Sophia Urach, 580. Leading the Warriors in kills, Huff with 268. She's got 489 on her career, approaching 500. Marley Mertens, 192 kills on the year, and Daphne Wells with 97. Leading the Warriors in digs, Lexi Wiley with 368. I think she's over 500 digs for her career. Marley Mertens, 275. She's over 500 for her career. Ashlyn Huff, 241. Leading the Warriors in blocks, Daphne Wells with 6. Tegan Sickles, Ada Charlman each with 3. Warriors serving, leading them in aces, Ashlyn Huff, 21. Lexi Wiley also with 21. Sophia Urach with 20. Van Buren County, a serve efficiency of 91.8% on the year, a kill efficiency of .198. Let's take a look at the conference standings quick. Just over 10 minutes on the warm-up clock left before we get things started here. Southeast Iowa Super Conference standings in the North Division. Entering play tonight, Wapello 19-7, 6-0. Columbus 8-14, 5-1. Hillcrest Academy 15-8, 4-2. Winfield Mount Union 14-10, 4-2. Louisa Muscatine 13-11, 4-2. Pekin is 11-14, 2-5. Highland 4-21, 2-5. Waco 6-15, 1-5, and Lone Tree is 0-21, 0-6. In the South Division, where both these teams call home, Holy Trinity Catholic 29-2, 6-0. Burlington Notre Dame 27-6, 5-1. Van Buren County 16-11, 4-2. Mediapolis is 14-13, 3-2. Central Lee 11-11, 3-3. West Burlington 11-15, 1-4. Danville is 5-19, 1-5, and New London is 1-18, 0-6. That's a look at the standings in the Super Conference in both the North and the South divisions. All right, we got some more stuff to get to here. Let's take a look at other action around the conference tonight on this Thursday, October 9th, 2025. In the North Division, Wapello is at Lone Tree. Columbus is at Highland. Winfield Mount Union is at Hillcrest Academy, and Waco is at Louisa Muscatine. South Division of the Super Conference, Holy Trinity Catholic is at Central Lee. New London is at Burlington Notre Dame. Mediapolis right here to take on the Warriors, and Danville is at West Burlington. Other area teams, Davis County and Fairfield both off tonight, while Cardinal is at a triangular at PCM with PCM and Woodward Granger. All right, we can also talk about, as we click down to just under 8.5 minutes on the warm-up clock here, we can also talk about regional pairings, which came out today for all the conference teams, as so nicely put in front of me by my cameraman and on-site producer, the one and only, Mr. A.J. Rowe, getting me some good information here before we got things started tonight. So let's go through those for you. Class 1A, Region 2. These are all matchups with teams involved in the Super Conference. 1A, Region 2. Pekin is at Winfield Mount Union. The winner there will play Holy Trinity Catholic. Waco is at Burlington Notre Dame, and New London is at Wapello. That's all Class 1A, Region 2. Class 1A, Region 3. BGM is at Hillcrest Academy. Highland is at HLV/TC, and Lone Tree is at Montezuma. That's Class 1A, Region 3. All right, moving up a class to Class 2A, Region 1, it's Louisa Muscatine at Columbus, two teams from the North Division. Class 2A, Region 8, you have Cardinal at Danville. That's a opening round game, and then the 4-5 matchup, we'll dive into this bracket more in a little bit here. I got to pull it up here on my phone. AJ sent me the picture, so we'll dive into this one a little bit more, but it's West Burlington at Van Buren County. That's Class 2A, Region 8. And Class 3A, Region 2, Central Lee will be at Mediapolis. So the Warriors are in 2A, Region 8. The two opening round games, Cardinal going to be at Danville. That's the top portion of the bracket. The winner there gets Regina Catholic. The bottom portion of the bracket, the opening round game, is Central Springs at Nashua Plainfield. The winner there gets the 2 seed, I assume, Sumner Fredericksburg. In the top portion of the bracket, the 4-5 matchup is West Burlington at Van Buren County, and the winner there most likely would probably face Regina Catholic. They're ranked 10th in the state. The bottom portion of the bracket, you have South Winneshiek versus that's Garner Hayfield Ventura at South Winneshiek. The winner there plays the winner between Nashua Plainfield, Central Springs. That game goes to play Sumner Fredericksburg, and the winners will meet each other, so on and so forth. Opening round games on, I believe, Monday, October 20th, and then the quarterfinals are Wednesday, October 22nd. So that's how things are shaping up. More importantly for us, the Warriors going to host West Burlington, two teams from the South Division. Warriors have beat them twice so far this year. They will play this weekend at the Davis County tournament. It's a 6-team tournament. It's going to be round robin. Warriors are going to play Centerville, Davis County, West Burlington, Central Lee, and Sheraton over there to finish up the regular season this Saturday. So that's a look at how the tournament pairings came out today for all the teams involved in the Super Conference. Big thanks to AJ for putting that together for me. So, like I said, we had a lot of stuff to get to. And about 5 minutes, 10 seconds left on the warm-up clock. We're going to squeak in another 3-minute break here. You can hear from some more of our wonderful sponsors as we work towards national anthem, starting lineups, and first serve of girls high school varsity volleyball here for you tonight from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in Keosauqua, Iowa, in the gym on Fred Parsons Court, where it's senior night, homecoming week for the Warriors. It's pink out theme over in the student section, and they are representing well. Let's take our last 3-minute break here in the pregame show. Come on back, and we'll finish it up. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Anna Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive Lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
Whether you're building your dream home, expanding the family farm, or just need a little help getting started, Pilot Grove Savings Bank is here for you. Our experienced lending team offers personalized service with competitive rates because we live here too, and we know what matters. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We make your goals our priority. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you we come to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here at Keosauqua, Iowa, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School in the gym overlooking Fred Parsons Court. The warm-up clock slowly ticking its way down. We're almost under a minute now as we're headed towards national anthem, starting lineups, and first serve of girls high school varsity volleyball action for you tonight. The Mediapolis Bulldogs in town to take on the Van Buren County Warriors as the Warriors finish up South Division play in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Sitting at 4-2 right now, looking to end at 5-2 with a win here tonight. And it's senior night. It's homecoming week. Tomorrow will be with the football team. 7 o'clock kickoff. The Wapello Indians will be in town. And then Saturday, finishing up a pretty busy week of Warrior sports, the volleyball team in action over in Bloomfield. Mutual Center, Davis County Invitational, 5 matches for you guaranteed. 16 tournament, round-robin play. So a busy day of volleyball for AJ and I on Saturday. And that will just about finish up the regular season for Warrior Fall Sports. And like I said, Wednesday, October 22nd, Warrior Volleyball going to host West Burlington here in a quarterfinal matchup of, what is that, Class 2A, Region 8. Look at upcoming events as far as the broadcasting goes. It's a good group of seniors we got playing their last, second to last, probably home game here tonight. Sophia Urach, 1,500 assists, 500 digs for her. Ashlyn Huff, 12 away from 500 kills. She's going to get there. Marley Mertens has passed the 500 digs, and so has Lexi Wiley. So a lot of milestones for these seniors. Over the last 3 years, they put together a 51 and 42 overall record. So lots of good things from this group of seniors and their teammates. All right, here we go with starting lineups, starting with Mediapolis. Number 3 is Clara Box, the senior middle hitter at 5'8" for the Warriors. Number 1 is Sophia Urach, senior setter at 5'5". Trying to get a number here for Mediapolis. Number 11 is Cardin Miller, a senior right side hitter at 5'8". Ada Troutman is number 25, a sophomore middle hitter at 5'5". Number 9 for Mediapolis is Josie Hutchison, a senior outside hitter at 5'8". Ashlyn Huff for the Warriors is number 4, a senior outside hitter at 5'8". For Mediapolis, number 10 is Ella Wagenbach, a senior middle hitter outside hitter at 5'9". For the Warriors, number 15 is Addison McLean, a senior defensive specialist at 5'4". Mediapolis' number 7 is Bryn Wright, their setter, a senior at 5'8". For the Warriors, Daphne Wells, number 12, a junior middle hitter at 5'7". And let's see, for Mediapolis, number 2 is Avery Hollingsworth, sophomore defensive specialist at 5 foot even. For the Warriors, number 8 is Marley Mertens, a senior outside hitter at 5'7". And the 2 liberos, Macy Thornburg, number 16, senior 5'6" for Mediapolis, and the libero, of course, for the Warriors is number 21, Lexi Wiley, a senior defensive specialist at 5'6". We're going to get the national anthem, so I'm going to take a 2-minute break. We'll come on back for first serve right after these 2 minutes. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and we are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Anna Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. We come from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, getting set for first serve here between the Mediapolis Bulldogs and the Van Buren County Warriors. The Warriors in their customary gray uniform tops, orange numbers, black shorts. Lexi Wiley, the white libero jersey. They're serving right to left as I see it. Mediapolis, predominantly black uniforms with some orange trim and numbers. Their libero Thornburg in a orange top there. If you're viewing on YouTube, they'll be serving left to right as I see it. Let's get the players on the floor for you. Up front for the Warriors, left to right, it's McLean, Huff, and Troutman. In the back, Wiley, Mertens, Urach, left to right. Urach looks like she's ready to serve for Mediapolis. Up front, it's Hutchison over on the outside. Carden Miller in the middle. On the right side is number 3, Clara Box. Thornburg, their libero, checks in. Hutchison in the back left. In the back right is Hollingsworth, and Urach has the ball, and here we go. That one just over. It's off of number 3 for an ace. Ricocheted off of Clara Box all the way to the back wall. Warriors take an early 1-0 lead. First ace of the match, and Urach gets it. Sophia towards that right corner, sends another one on the way. Hutchison, Bryn Wright going back to Hutchison. She'll tip it across to Wiley. Overhead pass. Urach will try the outside for Ashlyn Huff. Banged it cross court, dug by Thornburg. Bryn Wright to the middle, and that attack is to the left of Wiley in the back left and down by number 3, Clara Box. Her first kill, first as a team for Mediapolis. We're tied at 1. Box left and a sub in for Mediapolis, but number 16, Thornburg, has it a little bit right of center on the service line. She'll serve. We're tied at 1. Thornburg serve on the way. McLean straight up in the air a little bit backwards. Wiley back towards the net. Troutman will tip with the left hand down the line. Thornburg on the dig. Bryn Wright. Back set right side. It's up towards right off my broadcast stand by number 11, Carden Miller, out of bounds. Attack air. Mediapolis. Troutman out. Wells in. Warriors lead 2-1 as a mistime substitution there. Wells and Troutman, but everybody okay. Wiley to serve. Jump serve from Lexi. Dug by the, received by the back middle. Forearm set. And then Hutchison off the outside through the block of McLean and Wells and down. Hutchison gets a kill. Subs coming for Mediapolis. 12 for 11. That's Addie Steffner for Carden Miller. Where's Hutchison on my sheet? There she is. Her first kill, team second. We're tied at 2. The serve goes to Wiley. Urach, Wells on the outside, down the line, and it's good. In front of number 2, Hollingsworth. Daphne Wells, a kill. First for the Warriors. 3-2. Van Buren County with the lead. Ashlyn Huff back to serve for the Warriors. A little bit right of center is Ashlyn, and a good low serve on the way to Thornburg. Then back up towards the net. Hutchison, a roll shot off the outside. Mertens on the dig. Urach, a forearm set to Huff. Roll shot out of the middle back, and it's off of number 2, Hollingsworth, and it went under the net. Huff creeping towards that 500 mark. Her first kill, team second. Warriors up 4-2. Ashlyn with the next serve. Thornburg on the reception. Hutchison, overhead pass tipped across to Urach. Wiley, a back set to Mertens on the outside. She'll bang one to the back middle, and Thornburg couldn't get there. Marley Mertens with her first kill of the night. That's the third as a team for the Warriors. Huff started at 489 tonight, so we'll keep track of that. She's got 1. She's up to 490. 5-2 Warriors. Huff the next serve. Thornburg off her. That's going to be an ace. Right? Yeah, Huff with a good serve to the middle of the defense and short of the libero in the back middle. And nothing that Thornburg can do with that. Huff, her first ace, team second. 6-2 Warriors. Here in set 1. Best of 5 setter playing the first 4 to 25. Set 5 to 15. Got to win by 2 in the Huff. A service error. Warriors first. Fifth set, playing to 15. Got to win by 2. No cap on the points. Sub for Mediapolis. Number 4 in for number 2. That's Evelyn Prawl for Avery Hollingsworth. Hutchison back to serve for the Bulldogs, a little bit right about on the center. Huff with the serve receive. Urach, a forearm set. Wells, a roll shot out of the deep front middle. Thornburg on the dig. Bryn Wright, back set to number 12 on the attack. That's Steffner. And on the dig, a pass from Huff went towards the net. Nobody could handle it, and it fell on the Warrior side for an error. 6-4. Warriors up 2, set 1 here. Just underway from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. Hutchison the serve. Huff the service receive. Urach, a forearm set. All the way over to Mertens off the outside. Hutchison on the dig. Bryn Wright, a forearm set. A roll shot by Prawl. Right back from the Warriors. And Mediapolis will try Prawl. Tip down the line from the outside. Urach, Wiley, one-handed saves. Huff, a two-handed tip. Overhead pass, then a quick set middle. Tip towards the deep back. Huff on the dig. Urach going to Mertens on the outside. A roll shot to Hutchison. Bryn Wright going over to Prawl on the outside. Huff with the dig in the middle back. Then Urach to Mertens. She'll tip it over the block, and one contact, but it ricochets to the left and down. Marley Mertens, a tip kill. Her second, team fourth. Sickles in for McLean, who got the start on senior night, 7-4. Warriors up 3, and Tegan Sickles over there towards that right corner where she likes to stand on the serve. Hutchison on the receive. Bryn Wright comes to help out. Thornburg, a libero attack out of the back row. Wiley on the dig. Wells back into play, and Urach couldn't get there. Not a great pass from Wiley to anybody. Sub for Mediapolis. Thornburg out. Clara Box in. Number 11, Carden Miller on the serve. Huff the service receive. Urach to Mertens out of the middle. She'll bang one just a little bit too far down the middle past the end line. That's an error on the Warriors. And excuse me, it's 10 serving. That's Wagenbach, not Miller. And that one ricochets out of bounds off of Sickles. That's an ace for Wagenbach. Her first, team first, tying things at 7. I thought it was number 11. Nope, it's number 10 serving. Ella Wagenbach, middle of the service line, sends one into the net. Service error, first Mediapolis of the match. Wagenbach out, Thornburg in. Troutman in, Wiley out. Warriors lead 8-7. Here in set 1 of this best of 5 setter in the South Division of the Super Conference. Daphne Wells, a serve on the way for the Warriors. Tipped over on the second contact, dug by Urach. Wells, Sickles a roll shot deep off the outside. Steffner, they'll set middle, dug by Wells, and tried to clean up. Troutman saves it, Urach saves it. Troutman will tip it over. Hutchison with the dig. Bryn Wright set her dump on 2. Urach saves it. Wells and Mertens, I'm going to say Mertens in the net as she tried to tip it over. That'll be a point, Mediapolis. We're tied at 8. Wiley in for Wells. And number 7, Bryn Wright will go back to serve. Wright, Hutchison, Thornburg in the back. Steffner, I can't see the other numbers. That service received by Sickles to Urach. Back set right side. Mertens will tip over the block. Thornburg on the dig. Bryn Wright, a forearm set. Steffner will tip it over. Mertens, Urach, back to Mertens. She'll bang one off the block. Thornburg got it, but under the net. Marley Mertens, another kill, her third. Team 5th of set 1. Warriors leading 9-8. And Mertens will serve. Marley towards the right corner, sends it on the way. Hutchison, the service receive. Steffner back into play. Here comes a free ball from Bryn Wright. Mertens in the back to Urach. Going to Huff on the outside, bangs it off the block, through it, and down. Off the block of number 3 and 4, Box and Prawl. Ashlyn Huff, her second kill. 6th as a team for the Warriors. Huff, like I said, started with 489. She's got 2, 491. There's a serve from Mertens. Second contact from Thornburg and a roll shot by Box to Wiley. To Urach going back to Huff. She'll tip and down into the middle of the campfire. Huff a tip kill. Gets her third. That's the team's 7th. Mertens the next serve. Warriors lead 11-8. Hutchison to Bryn Wright. Steffner off the outside. Dug by Wiley cross court to Urach. Going back to Huff. She'll bang one towards the back, and that one is out. A little bit of a delay by the line judge, but that one passed the end line. Sub Mediapolis, 11 in for 12. That's Miller in for Steffner. So an attack here on the Warriors. Another sub Mediapolis, 2 in for 4. It's Hollingsworth in for Prawl. And Hollingsworth will serve it. Huff, Troutman, Urach up front, Sickles, Wiley, Mertens in the back. The serve from Hollingsworth handled by Sickles. Wiley, a set to Huff. She'll roll one off the outside. Bryn Wright up in the air, then Thornburg going to Hutchison. Through the Warrior block and off of Sickles. Hutchison with a kill off the outside for the Bulldogs. She gets her second. That's the team third. It's 11-10. Warriors up 1. Mediapolis still on the serve. Hollingsworth. Right of center on the service line for Avery. Lefty serve on the way. Sickles the receive. Going to Urach, and then Huff. She'll attack through the block, and number 11, Carden Miller, tried to save it. Ricochet to the right, out of bounds. Huff a kill. Her 4th. Team's 8th. Huff up to 493 now. Sickles out, McLean in. Urach has the ball in hand. Towards that right corner, sends a serve on the way to Hutchison. Bryn Wright overhead set back to Hutchison on the outside. Cross court, up in the air from Wiley. Then Urach a forearm set. Mertens a back row attack. Dug by Mediapolis in the back. Bryn Wright saves it. Carden Miller to the middle of the defense. Nobody there in front of Mertens in the middle back. Number 11, Carden Miller, as Mediapolis subs. Wagenbach back in. Miller, her first kill. Mediapolis fourth as a team, 12-11. Back and forth we go here in set number 1. Thornburg, the libero. Number 16, Macy Thornburg, senior libero at 5'6", going to serve right about in the middle of the service line for the Bulldogs. And whistle stops play. The rotation signal. And Selena said something, and I think they're going to let it go. Mistake, must have been an inadvertent whistle. Anyways, they let it go. Here's the serve from Thornburg. Wiley on the receive to Urach to Huff out of the middle, off of the block, and Hollingsworth got a piece of it, but it's down on the Mediapolis side. I'll give Huff another kill, her 5th, team 9th. Daphne Wells in for Troutman. Wiley back to serve as the Warriors rotation. Huff up to 494. She's closing in on 500. Warriors lead 13-11. Lexi Wiley, little right of center, jump serve on the way. Thornburg on the receive. Bryn Wright to Hutchison down the line off the outside, dug by Mertens, then Wiley, then McLean. She'll tip it over the block. Thornburg there for Mediapolis. Bryn Wright, an overhead back set. Miller blocked by Huff. Kept alive by Mediapolis. A free ball from Hutchison. Wiley, overhead pass. Urach, overhead set to Huff. She'll bang one off the block and out of bounds. Huff with another one. That's what I like to see. Get her going. Her 6th, team 10th. 14-11. Warriors up 3. Wiley to serve again. Huff with 6. She's got 495. Lexi Wiley, jump serve right of center on the way. Hollingsworth, Bryn Wright, a back set to the libero out of the back. Thornburg with an attack. Wiley to Urach, bad set. Oh, it got over, but Mediapolis mishandles it. No kill on that one. It's an error on Mediapolis. Bad set by Urach, works out. Warriors up 15-11. Oh, they're going to say in the net? I guess it's in the net. That's a point, Mediapolis. They're on the serve. That one lands in front of Wiley from Steffener. So I'm not sure what the score is. 14-12. 14-13. Okay. That's an ace for Steffener. Her first, team second. I don't agree with that call at all. It's received by Wiley to go to Huff with a roll shot off the right side. Thornburg on the dig. Right to Hutchison on the outside. A cross-court attack dug by Wiley. And overpass cleaned up, blocked by Wells. Daphne Wells with a block for a point for the Warriors, as I think it was Wagenbach tried to clean up that overpass, and Wells stuffed it right back in her face. 15-13. That was justice for that last in the net call, as far as I'm concerned. Ashlyn Huff in the serve. Warriors lead by 2. That one off the tape. It rolls. Mediapolis trying to clean it up. They send a free ball to the Warriors. Wiley and Huff. Mertens a free ball to Mediapolis. Wagenbach to right, going to Hutchison on the outside, off the block of the Warriors, and it falls in front of Wiley. Hutchison with a kill from the outside for Mediapolis, her 3rd, team 5th. 15-14. Number 4 in for number 2. That's Prawl in for Hollingsworth. Hutchison will serve it for the Bulldogs, middle of the service line. Warriors lead by 1. That one, McLean up to get it. Came over the net, but out of bounds on the left side. That'll be an ace for Hutchison. Her first, team 3rd. Tied at 15. That next serve to Wiley. Urach, a forearm set to Mertens. She'll roll one off in the middle of the defense. Off the outside. The campfire shot works for Marley Mertens. Her 4th kill. Team's 11th in set 1. Warriors up 16-15. Sickles in for McLean to serve. Tegan Sickles over there in her spot and towards that right corner, sends the serve on the way to Hutchison. Bryn Wright, an overhead back set to the right side, tipped across by Wagenbach. Urach, Sickles, Wiley can't send it over with the left arm. That's an error on the Warriors. Thornburg out for Mediapolis. Number 3, Clara Box back into the match. We're tied at 16. Wagenbach on the serve. Sickles right back to Wagenbach. Bryn Wright will go middle, tipped. Sickles off the dig. I think it was Box that got that kill. Sickles couldn't control it. Box her 2nd kill. 6th as a team, and Mediapolis leads 17-16. Walking back the next serve. Ashlyn Huff on the receive. It's an overpass. 1 contact, 2 to right. Hutchison will tip from the back. Mertens has it to Urach, going to Wells out of the middle. Off the block and to the left and down on the Mediapolis side off the block of Clara Box. Daphne Wells Thornburg back in for Mediapolis. Here comes Troutman for Wiley. So Daphne Wells, her second kill, 12th as a team for the Warriors. We're tied at 17. Like I said, back and forth we go in set number 1. Daphne Wells, a little bit right of center on the service line. Will serve it for Van Buren County. Ooh, a good serve to Hutchison, middle back. Setter dump on 2. Wells with the dig. Urach setter dump on 2. Steffner with the dig to Bryn Wright. Going to Prawl. Blocked by the Warriors, kept alive by Urach. 1-2. Huff can't send it over on the third contact. Attack was by Prawl. Wiley in for Wells. Mediapolis leads it 18-17. Number 7, their setter, Bryn Wright, back to serve. Halfway between the middle and the right corner, the righty serve on the way. In front of Wiley for an ace. Bryn Wright, her first ace, 4th as a team. Mediapolis up 2 at 19-17. Warriors looking for a side out here. Bryn Wright serves it to Sickles. Huff, Mertens, a free ball. Box to Wright, a forearm set. Steffner on the attack. Ooh, that one went long from Steffner off the outside. Warriors get that side out that they were looking for on the attack here by Mediapolis. It's 19-18 Bulldogs. Mertens to serve. Marley on the way to Hutchison, middle back. To Wright, backs that right side, Prawl. And that attack, it's alive by Mertens and Urach. A free ball from Troutman. Thornburg up in the air. Bryn Wright, an overhead set to the outside. Steffner cross court, and that one's out. 2 in a row out off the outside by Steffner. We're tied at 19 on the attack here by Mediapolis. Marley Mertens still serving for the Warriors. Sends one on the way. Hutchison has to get down to keep it alive. Bryn Wright, Prawl tipped off the right side. Mertens on the dig to Urach. Going to Huff on the attack. Past Thornburg into that back far corner. Cross court from the outside and down. Huff gets the Warriors' 13th kill of the set. That's her 7th. 496 for her career. Give or take a few. 2019. Mertens on the serve. Thornburg on the reception. Prawl back towards play. Steffner a free ball to the Warriors. Wiley going to Urach. Going back to Huff. She'll bang it. Kept blocked. Kept alive by Huff. Wiley saved nicely back into play. Urach a free ball deep to Thornburg. Her pass to Wright. Going to Box. Blocked by the Warriors. Kept alive by Urach on our side. Mertens and then Huff. She'll tip to the middle. Bryn Wright keeps it alive. Steffner back over with one arm. Urach, Troutman, Huff will tip it back to Thornburg. Thornburg to Wright. Going back to Steffner. She'll roll one to Wiley. Cross court off the outside. Wiley to Urach to Huff. She'll roll one to Hutchison in the back. Bryn Wright will set Box. Tipped over the Warrior block. Kept up in the air by Urach to Mertens. Overpass. Clean up. Blocked by the Warriors. Kept alive. Sickles keeps that alive. Back and forth we go. Another joust at the net. Huff kept it alive. Sickles can't get it. And Mediapolis will win a frantic point from both teams to tie things at 20. Subs, number 11, Miller back in for Mediapolis. Number 2, Hollingsworth back in. We're tied at 20. I need some water after that point. Just kidding. Hollingsworth to serve. Sickles on the receive. Wiley, Huffle tip with the left hand on the right side of the antenna. Bryn Wright, Thornburg, and Miller from the right side. Hit it too far to that opposite corner and out. Point Warriors on the attack here. 21-20. Van Buren County leads set 1. McLean in for Sickles. Urach will serve. Sophia Urach halfway between the middle and the right corner sends it to Thornburg. Bryn Wright going to the outside for Hutchison. She'll bang one that goes past the end line. Attack here, Mediapolis, 22-20. Timeout, Bulldogs. Take a quick 30-second break. Come on back for more first set action here from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School from the South Division of the Super Conference. Warriors lead the Bulldogs 22-20, nearing the end of set 1. Back with you in 30 seconds right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Anna Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Back with you here in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth, Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. Keosauqua, Iowa, 22-20. Warriors lead by 2 here. Set 1 in this best-of-5 setter Girls High School Volleyball action for you. Varsity style in the South Division of the Super Conference. Yurok, serve on the way. Hollingsworth, overpass, cleaned up by Huff, and she stuffs that one down in the face of Mediapolis. Overpass. Mediapolis coach not liking it, saying an illegal attack. No dice. Huff gets her 8th kill. That's the team's 14th. 497 for Huff. There's the serve handled by Hutchison. Going to box out of the middle. Blocked by the Warriors. Box keeps it alive. Thornberg will tip it across. They're going to say in the net on Mediapolis on the number 3. Box tried to keep it alive and slid underneath the net. Good hustle. Set point Warriors by Box. Yurok on the serve. 24-20. Few set points coming here for the Warriors. Yurok to serve. Hollingsworth to right. Back set right side Miller. Cross court. That one's way out of bounds. Attack air. 25-20. The Warriors hang tough and win set number 1. Let's take a 60-second break, and then we will come back. Set number 1 brought to you by First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua. Member FDIC. Set 2 will be sponsored by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding areas. Back with you to do a set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials after the 60-second break. Warriors win set 1, 25-20. Back with set 2, the starting lineups for set 2, and a set recap when we come back from the 60-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back in the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here in Keosauqua, Iowa. Girls High School varsity volleyball action for you on this Thursday night. The Warriors win set 1 over the Mediapolis Bulldogs, 25-20. Let's do a quick set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. 1 service error for each team in that first set. 4 aces for Mediapolis, 2 for the Warriors. The Warriors 14 kills, Mediapolis was 6. In Van Buren County, a block for a point. Mediapolis did not have one. Warriors win set 1, 25-20. Individually, Clara Box with 2 kills. Bryn Wright an ace. Josie Hutchison an ace and 3 kills. Ella Wagenbach with an ace. Carden Miller with a kill. Addie Steffner with an ace. That's for Mediapolis. For the Warriors, Yurok with an ace and also a bunch of assists, 14 of them on the kills for the Warriors. Huff with an ace and 8 kills. She's at 497 for her career. Unofficially, Marley Mertens 4 kills. Daphne Wells with 2. All right, both teams out of their timeouts in between sets. Final substitutions being made for the Warriors up front, left to right. Huff, Troutman, Yurok in the back, McLean, Wiley, Mertens. Mediapolis will serve in the back. It's Thornburg, Hollingsworth, and Bryn Wright up front. Wagenbach, Hutchison, and Miller up front, left to right. There's the whistle. Thornburg's going to serve it. For the Bulldogs, we're just about underway. Starting lineups in set 2, brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. Thornburg serve, McLean. Overhead pass. Yurok, a forearm set to Huff. She'll bang one. That's in off the outside. Might have been long. Line judge says it's good. Huff gets her 9th. 498 on her career. First of the set for the Warriors as far as kills go. 15th of the night, 1 zip. Yurok on the serve on the way. Hollingsworth, the reception. Bryn Wright, a forearm set to Hutchison on the outside. She'll roll one, a soft attack in front of Mertens in the middle back. 12 in for 11 for Mediapolis. Steffner for Miller. Hutchison, another kill for her off the outside. Her 4th. team first of set 2, 7th of the night. We're tied at 1. Steffener's serve, received by Wiley. Yurok coming a long way to get it. Huff will tip it to Hutchison. Overpass, tipped by Huff again, dug by Wagenbach. Bryn Wright going to Hutchison, a tip off the outside. Huff right back to Hutchison. Bryn Wright going to Wagenbach out of the middle, dug by Yurok. Then Mertens towards the net. Huff a roll off the block. Hollingsworth up to get it. Center dump by Bryn Wright. Huff is there for the Warriors. To Yurok. Troutman out of the middle. Bangs it to the back. Ooh, that one out. Just past the end line in the back middle. Good rally there by both teams. Troutman on the errant attack for the Warriors. Mediapolis up 2-1. Served by Steffener. Received by Wiley. Yurok. A set to the middle. Huff. A soft attack towards the middle back. Hollingsworth on the dig. Bryn Wright going to Hutchison. She'll roll one off the outside to Wiley, cross court. Passing to Yurok, going to Huff. She'll tip one to Hutchison. Bryn Wright back set for Steffener. Back row attack dug by Marley Mertens. Then Sophia, a forearm set to Hutchison. She'll roll, or to Huff, roll one off the outside, dug by Thornburg. Bryn Wright, Wagenbach. Blocked by the Warriors, kept alive by Steffener. Hutchison, a free ball from Bryn Wright to Mertens. Then Yurok, back set right side McLean, tipped over the block. Wright on the dig. Thornburg, back set right side. Hutchison, roll shot, cross court, dug by Wiley. Yurok going to Huff. She'll bang one through and good. Just inside the baseline, the end line back there, and good for Ashlyn Huff. Her 10th. Troutman out, Wells in. Second in the set for the Warriors, 16th. Ashlyn Huff sitting at 4-9-9. Career kills. We're tied at 2. Lexi Wiley jump serve, a little bit right of center. They let it go in between Thornburg and Steffener. That's an ace. First of set 2 for the Warriors, third of the night. Wiley gets it. Her first. 3-2. Van Buren County up early here in set 2, leading 1-0. Lexi Wiley, another jump serve to Steffener. Bryn Wright overhead set. Hutchison down the line, partially blocked by the Warriors. Kept alive. Nice dig by Mertens to Yurok. Wells backwards with a tip to Steffener. Bryn Wright back set right side. Wagenbach cross court. Mertens couldn't get it. That's a kill for Wagenbach off the right side. Her first. Team second in set 2. 8th of the match. 3-2. And number 4 in for number 2. That's Prawl in for Hollingsworth in the front. Hutchison will serve it. Just about in the center of the service line. Serve on the way. They let it go. It's out. Too much steam behind that one. First service error set 2 for Mediapolis. Second of the night. And it's 4-3. Van Buren County up 1. Huff on the serve for the Warriors. A step right of center. Ashland sends it on the way. They're going to call that one in. No, there's no way that was in, but we'll take it. Second ace of the set, 4th of the night. Huff has 2. It's 5-3. Ashlyn Huff. Oh, that one's off the tape. Ricochets off of number 7, trying to save it right. Huff gets back-to-back aces. Her third. Third for the Warriors in set 2. 5th of the night as a team at 6-3. Huff still on the serve. Standing at 4.99 on her career for kills. That one is ricochets off of Steffener, and 2 other players might have touched it, but they can't send it over. That's an error on Mediapolis. Point Warriors. Not an ace, but it'll work as a point for Van Buren County. 7-3. Huff, the next serve on the way. That one clips the tape and ricochets off of Wagenbach. That one is an ace. 4th of the set for the Warriors, 6th of the night. Huff's got 4 of them. 8-3, and Ashlyn on a little bit of a service run. I like it. Of course, I'd like to see her get that 500th kill, and she will, momentarily. Mark my words. Huff, the next serve. Oh, I jinxed her. That one into the net. Service error. First of set 2 for the Warriors. Second of the night. 8-4. Mediapolis gets a side out for Wagenbach. Thornburg out, box in, and Wagenbach is going to serve it right about in the middle of the service line. Ella, the serve on the way. And that to the right of McLean in that back corner, let it go, and it's in. Wagenbach gets her second ace. First for Mediapolis in set 2, their 5th of the night. It's 8-5. Ella Wagenbach, a few rhythm dribbles, middle of the service line. Serve is on the way to McLean. Overhead pass, Yurok, an overhead set to Mertens on the outside. She'll bang one off the block and down. Ricochet to the left on the Mediapolis side. Thornburg back in off the block of Wright and box. Mertens with a kill. Here comes Sickles in for McLean. Mertens, her 5th kill of the night. That's the 3rd in set 2 for the Warriors. 17th of the night, 9-5. Sickles on the serve. Huff in the middle back on 4.99 for kills. Sickles the serve to Steffner. Bryn Wright overhead to Hutchison. A back row attack from the middle, dug by Wiley. Urach, forearm set. Wiley attacking out of the back row, dug by Thornburg. Bryn Wright, she's going to try Steffner out of the back row. Sickles, an overhead pass that doesn't make it to anybody, falls in the middle of the Warrior defense. So Steffner, that's Addie Steffner, a kill for her first, team third in set 2, 9th of the night, 9-6. Warriors up 3. Bryn Wright, right-handed serve towards that right corner to Sickles. With the reception, Urach going to Mertens. Oh, and she tried to cut one too far away from the outside. She tried to cut it down the net, and that's an attack error on Van Buren County, 9-7. Warriors up 2 in set 2, leading 1-0. Bryn Wright on the serve for the Bulldogs. Huff, an overhead pass on the reception to Urach. Back set right side, Wells. Cross court, off of Wright, and out of bounds. Daphne Wells with a kill for the Warriors. Her third, team fourth in set 2, 18th of the night, 10-7. Here comes Troutman in for Wiley. And Daphne Wells is back to serve for Van Buren County. Daphne a couple rhythm dribbles, and she sends it to Steffner. Bryn Wright going in the middle, tip right back by Troutman. Kept alive by Steffner, and Thornburg couldn't get it. Troutman, we'll give her a tip kill. What the heck? Ada's first, team fifth. Set 2, 19th of the night, 11-7. Wells the serve. That one's way past the end line on the back left corner. Service error Warriors. Wiley back in. That's the second service error of set 2, third of the night. Miller and Hollingsworth in for the Bulldogs for Prawl and Steffner. 11-8. Warriors up 3. Hollingsworth, the lefty server, right of center, serves it to Huff. Over to Wiley. Troutman, a roll shot off the outside. Popped up in the air by Hutchison. Back set to the right side to Miller. Dug by Wiley to Urach to Mertens. She'll bang one down the line off of Hollingsworth and over into the crowd. Mertens, another kill off the outside. Marley 6, team 6 in set 2. 20th of the night for the Warriors. 12-8. Van Buren County up 4. Marley Mertens towards the right corner. Serve on the way to Thornburg. Bryn Wright going to the middle box. Blocked by the Warriors, kept alive by Troutman. Sickles, Wiley will tip it over gently. Ooh, off of one contact and out of bounds off of number 11, Miller. I'll give Wiley a kill. Her first, team 7th, 21st of the night. Timeout Mediapolis. Warriors lead 13-8 here in set number 2. Back with you in 30 seconds. They're up 1-0 right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. Warriors up 13-8. Mertens on the serve to Thornburg. Bryn Wright going to Hutchison on the outside, and it's out. In the back corner, Hutchison in attack error point. Warriors 14-8. Set 2. Warriors up 1-0. Mertens, a good low hard serve. Thornburg on the reception. Bryn Wright going to box out of the middle. Tipped. Wiley going to Urach, going to Ashlyn Huff. And there it is, right there. A kill, number 500 of Ashlyn Huff's career. Off the outside, a soft one that found room in the middle back. That's Huff's 11th of the night. That is the 8th of the Warriors in set 2. 22nd of the night, momentary timeout. Make sure AJ gets this, as I think head coach Selena Sayer called that one. And I hope there's a poster or something. That was Ashlyn Huff's 500th kill of her fine high school career. 15-8. Warriors up 7, up 1-0. I don't know if they're going to do a little bit of a presentation, but the timeout was meant for that, just to let the crowd celebrate that a little bit. High fives all around, so a good timeout. We'll keep it right here by head coach Selena Sayer. Mertens still on the serve. Warriors on a run up 15-8. here in set number 2, up 1-0. Marley, here we go. Back to action. Hollingsworth has the reception. Bryn Wright going to Hutchison on the outside. She'll bang one cross court, dug by Lexi Wiley. Yurok overhead set. Huff. She'll bang one off the block, dug by Hollingsworth in the back. Bryn Wright going to the middle. Quick set. Middle box, dug by Sickles. Wiley, a back set to the right side. Huff, a tip attempt down the line. Hollingsworth, Bryn Wright, center dump on 2 to Sickles. To Yurok, going back to Huff. A roll shot to the middle of the defense. Hutchison is there. Bryn Wright to box. Cross court, dug by Wiley out of the middle. Yurok, a center dump on 2. Bryn Wright with the dig to Hollingsworth. Oh, and Thornburg, it hits the net and comes over to Yurok. Sickles, then Huff, a roll shot from the outside. To Hutchison to Wright. Back set right side. Miller to Wiley. Long rally. Yurok to Huff, and she'll end it. 5:01 for Ashlyn Huff off the outside. That's her 12th of the night, 9th of set 2 for Van Buren County. 23rd of the night for the Warriors. They lead it 16-8, created some separation here in set 2. Warriors took set 1, 25-20. Mertens has served to Hollingsworth on the receive. Bryn Wright to the middle box, tip to the left. Yurok on the dig. Sickles had to come help out. Wiley will tip it to Hutchison. Bryn Wright, a forearm set to the back. Hollingsworth with a deep roll shot to Wiley. Yurok has to come get that one. Huff will tip with the left hand to Hutchison. Bryn Wright, setter dump on 2 to Sickles. Then Yurok, a setter dump right back at Mediapolis. 1 contact and 2. Then Thornburg, a roll shot to Mertens. Yurok passing to Huff. She'll bang one. Oh, that one too far past the end line. Huff overhit that one. That'll be a side out Mediapolis 16-9. Sub as Wagenbach in for box. Thornburg will serve it for the Bulldogs. Right about in the middle of the service line for Macy Thornburg there, libero. Right-handed serve on the way to Wiley. Yurok, a setter dump, tricky backwards on 2. Mediapolis there to cover it. They'll go right side Miller. Oh, and that one never made it over. Would have taken 4 hits, came up short. Attack here, Mediapolis. Here comes McLean in for Sickles. Warriors get a point and lead it 17-9. Up 8 in set 2, leading 1-0. Yurok on the serve for Van Buren County. Towards the right corner, Sophia sends it to Hutchison. To Bryn Wright, tipped out of the middle, dug by McLean to Huff. Yurok, a tip to Hollingsworth to Bryn Wright, going to Hutchison. Down the line off the outside, dug by Mertens. Yurok will send it back into play. Huff, a roll shot to the back corner off the outside. Hollingsworth is there. Then Wright back to Hutchison. Down the line from the outside, up in the air from Yurok to Wiley. Then McLean. She'll roll one over the block, dug by Thornburg. Bryn Wright, setter dump on 2 to Yurok. Then Wiley, a back set to the outside. Huff off the block. Hollingsworth keeps it alive. Thornburg, and then Hutchison a free ball to Mertens. Then Yurok going to Huff on the outside. She'll bang one off the block. Made it over the net and through the block and down. Huff another one. Her 13th of the night. Warriors 10th in set 2. 24th of the match. 18-9. Warriors up in set 2, leading 1-0. Timeout, Mediapolis. Let's take a quick 30-second break. Come on back with us for more exciting Van Buren County Warrior volleyball action. Right after this 30-second break, you're tuned into it. We're on the air tonight at 92.7 KTWA. We're also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Back with you in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
All right, we are back from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here in Keosauqua, Iowa, to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth. We are Warriors on a run, 18-9 with the lead in set 2, up 1-0. Sophia Yurok, ball in hand, waiting to serve. There's the whistle, and here we go. Back to action in set 2. Yurok sends it to Hutchison. Her pass to Bryn Wright, back set right side, Miller cross court. Dug by Mertens. Troutman, Huff, a roll shot off the outside. Hollingsworth is there for the Bulldogs. Bryn Wright center dump on 2, caught the Warriors off guard. Wiley couldn't come up and get it. Bryn Wright, heady play there, gets her first kill. 4th substitution as Steffener back in for Miller. Wright got it. That kill. Steffener on the serve. That's a service error. It's out. 2nd of set 2, 3rd of the match for Mediapolis. 19-10. Troutman out. Wells in. It's the 4th kill there on that setter dump for Mediapolis in set 2, their 10th of the night. That serve is off of Hollingsworth and down from Wiley for an ace. Lexi Wiley second ace of the night, 5th in set 2 by the Warriors, 7th of the night by the team. They lead it 20-10 here in set 2. Right to center, the next jump serve from Wiley is too strong. Service error, 3rd of set 2 for Van Buren County, 4th of the night, 20-11. Here comes Prawl back in for Hollingsworth for Mediapolis. Hutchison will serve it. Middle of the service line for Josie. Couple rhythm dribbles, maybe a step to the left. She sends it to Wiley on the reception. Urach going to the middle, McLean, tipped over the block, kept alive by Steffener. Bryn Wright going to Prawl on the outside. She'll tip over the Warrior block. Urach pancakes it. Mertens got a piece of it under the net, though. It's an error on the Warriors. Sent it under the net on 2 contacts. Mediapolis with a point. 20-12. Hutchison the next serve. Huff an overhead pass to Urach. She'll set Wells down the line off the outside. Dug by Hutchison. Hollingsworth back into play. A free ball. Nope. By Wagenbach. It goes over the net, but out of bounds over towards the Warrior crowd. An error on Mediapolis. Gives the side out and a point to Van Buren County. They lead it 21-12. Looking to go up 2-0 here tonight. Ashlyn Huff on the serve. Little right of center for Ashlyn. And a serve on the way to Steffener. The pass to Wright. Setter dump down the net. Off of McLean. Ricochets out of bounds. Bryn Wright, another kill on the setter dump. Her second, team 5th. Clara Box back in for Thornburg. 5th kill of set 2 for Mediapolis, 11th of the match. It's 21-13. Wagenbach to serve for the Bulldogs. Sends it to Huff on the receive. Urach back set right side McLean. She'll send a high lob to the back. Steffener, Bryn Wright, tipped by Wagenbach. A kind of a free ball to Huff. Urach going to the middle. Wells to her left. Hutchison couldn't get it. Maybe one contact. I don't know. Maybe 2, but point Warriors as Wells gets a kill. Here comes Sickles in for McLean. Daphne Wells, her 4th kill of the night. That's the 11th as a team for the Warriors in set 2, 25th of the match. 22-13. Sickles to serve it. Over towards that right corner, and she sends it to Hutchison in the middle back. Bryn Wright, a quick set to the middle, and that one never made it over. Attempted set for Clara Box, mistimed. Point Warriors, 23-13. Sickles, the next serve on the way. Hutchison has it in the middle back. Bryn Wright, she'll try Box again. That one over, kept alive by Urach. Wiley, Mertens, a roll shot to the middle. Thornburg up to get it. Bryn Wright setter dump on 2. Mertens with one arm. Wiley. Mertens will tip it down the net to Prawl. Then Bryn Wright, a back row set for Steffener that went from the right to the left cross court, but out of bounds. Attack air, Mediapolis, and the Warriors find themselves at another set point. 24-13. Tegan Sickles, ball in hand, will serve for Van Buren County. They're up 1-0 already, winning the first 25-20. The next serve on the way. Hutchison ricochets to the right a little bit. Bryn Wright, a forearm set. Prawl, a roll shot. Urach up in the air with one arm. Huff, a forearm pass to Mertens, a free ball from Marley. Josie Hutchison has that. Bryn Wright going to set Box. She'll roll one over the Warrior block. Sickles is there. Urach back to Mertens, a roll shot off the outside to Hutchison. Bryn Wright back set right side. Box cross court, dug by Huff. Her pass to Urach, then Marley in attack off the block and down in front of Thornburg in the middle back. Marley Mertens ends the second set. Warriors win it 25-13. Mertens gets her 7th kill of the night. That is the 12th in set 2 for the Warriors. They're 26th of the match. So let's take a 60-second break. Come on back, and we'll do a set recap. Brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. We'll also start set number 3, brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs, and drive one home today. We'll continue Warrior Volleyball when we come back from this 60-second break. You're tuned into it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and we are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth we come from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here in Keosauqua, Iowa. We're in the gym overlooking Fred Parsons Court. Warriors up 2-0 over the Mediapolis Bulldogs, winning set 1, 25-20, set 2, 25-13. Let's do a set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. In that second set, 3 service errors for the Warriors, a total of 4 for the match. Mediapolis, 2 service errors in the second set, 3 for the match. 5 aces in set 2 for the Warriors, 7 for the match, 1 for Mediapolis in set 2. They have 5 for the match. Van Buren County, 12 kills in set 2, 26 for the match. Mediapolis, 5 kills in set 2. They have 11 for the match. The Warriors with a block for a point in set 1. Mediapolis yet to have a block for a point. Individually, for Mediapolis, Clara Box with 2 kills. Bryn Wright has an ace and 2 kills. Josie Hutchison an ace and 4 kills. Ella Wagenbach, 2 aces and 1 kill. Cardin Miller has a kill. Addie Steffener an ace and a kill. For the Warriors, Urach has an ace and a bunch of assists, 26 of them on the kills for the Warriors. Huff has 4 aces and 13 kills. Marley Mertens, 7 putaways. Daphne Wells, 4 kills. Lexi Wiley, 2 aces and a kill. Ada Troutman with a kill. That's the way things look through 2 sets. That set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. All the Warrior kills tonight. The Van Buren County Hospital sponsors those. Warrior Blocks, Green Concrete Ready Mix. Set 3 is going to be brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Starting lineups for set 3, Smithburg Automotive. First serve of set 3, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Urach will serve it. It's McLean, Huff, Riley Losi up front for the Warriors. Wiley, Mertens, and Urach serve on the way to Hutchison. Goes backwards. Hollingsworth back into play. Bryn Wright, a free ball to Wiley. Overhead pass to Urach. Back set right side McLean. Ooh, through the block, kept alive by Wagenbach to right. Hutchison. Roll shot attack, cross court off the outside. Wiley. Set it up on 2 by Urach deep to Hollingsworth. Bryn Wright going back to Hutchison. She'll tip from the outside to Mertens. Then Urach going to Huff. She'll tip. Partially blocked, kept alive by Bryn Wright. Thornburg back to Hutchison. She'll tip. Kept alive by McLean. It was blocked by Losi and McLean over there. They couldn't keep it alive. So Hutchison, her 5th kill, first for Mediapolis in set 3. That's their 12th of the night. Steffener on the serve to Wiley. Then Urach, then Huff. Out of the middle, dug by Steffener to Bryn Wright, set it up on 2. Urach right back to the Bulldogs. Wagenbach, right, all the way over to Hutchison, attacking into the net off the outside. That's an error on Mediapolis. Point Warriors. Riley Losi out of the match. She's number 29, a freshman middle hitter. Ada Troutman into the match. Tied at 1, Lexi Wiley to serve. Thornburg on the receive for Mediapolis. Bryn Wright back set right side. Wagenbach blocked by the Warriors, kept alive by Troutman. Wiley over, but it's out of bounds. Good effort. Wagenbach with a nice kill off of the, well, it wasn't a kill, two contacts, but it acted like one off the right side. Thornburg out, Prawl in. 2-1 Mediapolis here in set 3, and Hutchison to serve. Little bit left to center. Mertens on the receive. Urach going to set Huff on the right side, off of the block. And Wright couldn't control it. Huff with a kill on the right side. That's her 14th of the night. First for the Warriors in set 3. 27th of the night. We're tied at 2, and Huff to serve. Ashland a good low hard serve. Received by Steffener to Bryn Wright to Prawl. High attack that Wiley let go. It's out. Attack here. Mediapolis gives the Warriors a 3-2 lead here early in set 3. Pink out is the team, as you can probably see on the camera if you're watching on YouTube channel. Over there in the Warrior crowd, they're representing well tonight. Huff the next serve. Steffener, overpass. Mertens plays it. Urach, a forearm set to McLean. A roll shot off the right side. Cross court dug by Steffener. Bryn Wright, a back set to the right side. Cross court by Wagenbach, dug by Urach. Oh, and then McLean and Troutman miscommunicate. It lands on the Warriors side. That's an error. Point Mediapolis, 3 apiece. Clara Box in for Thornburg. Wagenbach will serve it. Right about in the middle of the service line. Huff on the receive. Urach, Mertens in attack. To the back middle and good. Off the outside, maybe took a little off it and found space. Mertens gets her ace. Thornburg back in for Mediapolis. Here comes Sickles in for McLean for the Warriors. Second kill is set 3 for Van Buren County, 28th of the match. 4-3 Warriors. Sickles in, McLean out. And Teagan will serve it over there towards that right corner. Sends it on the way. Hutchison, middle back with the receive. Bryn Wright to Box out of the middle. Dug nicely by setter dump on 2 by Sickles and Urach. Here comes Wright with an attack off the right side. Sickles, Urach back into play. Teagan will tip it across. Thornburg, Bryn Wright going to Prawl on the outside off the block of the Warriors. Sickles, Mertens, they keep it alive. Urach tipped free ball to Steffener. Her pass to Bryn Wright to the middle. That attack dug by Lexi Wiley from Box. They'll go to Mertens, bang it off the block. Prawl keeps it alive. Then Box, Bryn Wright tips it to her left, and it's good. Nobody could get to it. Mertens, or Urach and Sickles the closest. So Bryn Wright gets her 3rd tip kill of the night. 2nd in the set, 13th of the match for the Bulldogs. We're tied at 4. Bryn Wright the serve to Huff. Urach has to come to get it. Mertens will tip it down the net from the outside. Kept alive by Steffener. Center dump on 2. Kept alive by Urach. Wiley back into play. Sickles will have to send a free ball to Mediapolis. Clara Box. Wright back to her. Tipped. Urach keeps it alive. Then Sickles. Mertens a free ball back to the Bulldogs. Thornburg sends a pass to Wright. Going to Steffener on the outside off the block of the Warriors. Dug by Huff. Then Urach going over to Mertens and Marley into the net from the outside. Attack here of Van Buren County gives Mediapolis 5-4 lead here in set number 3. Warriors up 2-0. Bryn Wright the next serve. Sickles has that to Urach, and then Mertens roll shot off the outside. Hutchison on the dig. Bryn Wright a back set to the right side. Prawl tipped over the Warrior block. Wiley has it. Urach going to Mertens, missed time. She'll tip it down the net to Steffener. Bryn Wright setter dump on 2. Marley covers that. Urach, Ada Troutman to her left, out of the middle, and good. Hutchison couldn't get there. Ada Troutman, a heady play with a 2nd kill for her, 3rd as a team. Losi in for Wiley. 3rd kill as a team for the Warriors in set 3, 29th of the night. Ties things at 5. And Ada Troutman on the serve for Van Buren County, a little bit left of center. Troutman the serve on the way. Hutchison overhead pass, Bryn Wright, and overhead set to the outside, roll shot Steffener, dug by Troutman. Then Urach and Mertens will attack off the outside. Hutchison an overhead pass, Bryn Wright center dump on 2 to Urach to Huff. Marley a roll shot deep, that's in. Hutchison and Thornburg let it go, and it's in. Mertens a kill, her 9th, team 4th in set 3, 30th of the match for Van Buren County. Warriors up 6-5, 2-0. They also lead. Troutman will serve again. Just a step left. Ada Troutman, a good low hard serve, handled by Steffener. Then a forearm set from Wright back to Steffener. Cross court, dug by Troutman. Urach, a setter dump on 2 to Hollingsworth, or to Wright, Thornburg, then Steffener, a roll shot over the block. Sickles came up to get it, sent it right back to him. Mediapolis will set Prawl, a free ball off of the right side to Troutman. Her pass goes to Urach, then Mertens will attack through the block and down off the outside in front of Thornburg. Marley Mertens, her 10th kill of the night. That's the 5th as a team for the Warriors in set 3, 31st kill of the match for Van Buren County. 7-5. Troutman, a mini service run for Ada. Same spot, step left to center, sends a serve. And that one is over but out. That will be an ace. Steffener got it, but it came over the net and out of bounds on the right side. Troutman, an ace, her first. Team first of set 3. 8th of the night for the Warriors, 8-5. Troutman will serve again. Ooh, that one Thornburg wisely let go, was over her head and went out of bounds. Service error. Subs coming. Troutman out, Wiley in. Steffener out. Miller in. Prawl out. That's Hollingsworth in. So that's the first service error, set 3 for Van Buren County, 5th of the match. It's 8-6. Hollingsworth lefty serve. Received by Sickles. Joust at the net. Urach again, kept alive by Losi. Blocked by Urach on the put-away attempt by Box. Then Urach's going to set Losi out of the middle. And she attacks in the middle back, and it's good, says the line judge. Losi with her first, that may be her first varsity kill. 6 as a team in set 3, 32nd of the match. That serve from Mertens, handled by Mediapolis to the right side. Miller blocked by Huff, kept alive. Urach, Sickles will tip. Thornburg, Bryn Wright will go to Hutchison off the outside, cross court. Wiley, an overhead pass. Losi, Urach, joust at the net, over to the Mediapolis side, then box. Her attack dug by Sickles, and the Warriors miscommunicate. Urach and Wiley, and then nobody could get it on the third attempt. Point Bulldogs. Mediapolis coach not happy with our line judge back there. It's 9-7 Warriors. Thornburg, center of the service line. On the serve to Sickles. Urach going to Losi out of the middle. She'll attack down the middle, back dug by Hollingsworth to right to Hutchison on the outside. Her attack dug by Mertens. Then Urach will go to Huff. She'll tip with the left hand. Hutchison up in the air. Bryn Wright a forearm set. Hollingsworth a free ball in the back. Sickles to Urach to Huff. She'll tip over the block. Hutchison has it. Bryn Wright, then Wagenbach out of the middle. Up in the air from Wiley. Then Mertens towards the net. And Losi and Huff can't get there. That's an error on the Warriors. Point Bulldogs on kind of an out-of-system point for both teams. Mediapolis gets the better of that one. It's 9-8 Warriors in set 3. Warriors up 2-0. Thornburg, the libero, in the orange jersey, will serve again. Wiley, that was a good low serve. Then Losi, Huff, a roll shot off the outside to Hutchison. Bryn Wright, setter dump on 2. Huff has it covered. Joust at the net. Urach wins it, and down between Urach and Wagenbach. Urach a kill for the Warriors. She doesn't get many of those, and she enjoys it when she does. Her first team's, let's see, McLean coming in for Sickles. Urach will serve. 7th kill of set 3 for Van Buren County, 33rd of the night. Warriors up 10-8. Urach serves it. Hutchison, overpass. Oh, and Losi had a great opportunity to clean it up, and she came up short. Air Warriors, point Mediapolis. Steffener in for Miller. Steffener will serve. Warriors up 10-9 in set 3. Right corner serve from Steffener to Wiley. Urach back set right side Losi. On the attack, dug by Steffener. Bryn Wright set her dump on 2. Urach has it covered. Then Wiley. Then Losi a high roll shot out of the middle. Thornburg going to right, back set right side Wagenbach. Blocked by Huff, kept alive by Steffener. Wright a back set to the outside, tipped by Hutchison. Urach tried the pancake and Huff, and it fell on the Warriors' side after 2 good attempts. That'll be a point for the Bulldogs. Tied at 10 in set 3. Steffener a mini service run. McLean, who checked in up in the air, then Wiley. A free ball from Mertens. Wagenbach to right, back to Wagenbach out of the middle, blocked, but it falls on the Warriors' side. Wagenbach, only her 2nd kill of the night. I'm surprised they don't go to her more as a middle hitter. 3rd kill of Mediapolis in set 3, their 14th of the night. They lead it 11-10. Steffener, serve received by Wiley to Urach to Huff out of the middle, and Ashland hit that one into the net. That's an attack here on Van Buren County, and Mediapolis has a 2-point lead, 12-10. That serve goes long from Steffener. Let's see, service error, first for Mediapolis in set 3, their 4th of the night. Losi out, Troutman in, 3-point Warriors on the service error. It's 12-11 Mediapolis. Lexi Wiley, right of center, jumps her on the way, goes to Thornburg. Bryn Wright going to Hutchison, attacks down the line, dug by Urach off the outside. Mertens back into play over by the Warrior crowd. A free ball played by Hollingsworth to Bryn Wright. Hutchison will tip. Huff is there to cover that. Urach, Troutman tips out of the middle. 2 hits on Ada. She sent it over the net. It's an error on the Warriors. Point and Bulldogs. Prawl coming in for Hollingsworth. Mediapolis leads 13-11 in set 3. And Josie Hutchison will serve it. 1 step left to center. Huff, an overhead pass goes backwards. Wiley towards the net. Troutman will tip it down the line, and good. Ada Troutman with a tip down the line off the outside. Ada playing well tonight. She plays well all the time. She's just getting the numbers here. That's her 3rd kill. 8th for the Warriors in set 3. 34th of the night. It's 13-12 Mediapolis. Ashland Huff the serve. Steffener on the receive. Bryn Wright going to Prawl on the outside. Blocked by the Warriors and down for a point. I think Troutman got that one. Warriors' 2nd block for a point tonight. And we're tied at 13 in set 3. Ashland Huff has the ball in hand. 1 step right of the center of the service line and into the net. 2nd service error of set 3. Box in for Thornburg. Warriors with 6 service errors in the match. 14-13, Mediapolis up 1 in set 3. Wagenbach, the serve, hits the antenna on the left side and out of bounds. That's a service error, so Thornburg back in for Wagenbach. Second service error of set 3 for Mediapolis, 5th of the match. Sickles in for McLean. Teagan will serve it. We're tied at 14 in set 3. Warriors up 2-0. Teagan Sickles over towards that right corner to Hutchison, to Bryn Wright, to Prawl. Off the outside, dug by Mertens, cross court. Urach back to Marley. She'll bang one off the block, kept alive by Prawl. Right back to the Warriors on 2. Troutman sends it back to him. Thornburg to Bryn Wright, tipped on the right side. Mertens, Mertens, back to Thornburg. They keep it alive. Bryn Wright, back row set. Steffner, a roll shot that Sickles couldn't come up and get. Steffner took something off, a changeup to the middle of the Warrior defense, and it worked. Her second kill. That's the 4th for Mediapolis in set 3, 15th of the match for the Bulldogs. And they lead by 1, 15-14. Bryn Wright, halfway between the center and the right side, serves it. Wiley, Urach, Mertens, a roll shot. Off of Hutchison, then Thornburg has to come to help out. Steffner, a roll shot. Oh, that lands in. Wiley and Huff let it go. Steffner gets her 3rd kill of the night, 5th for Mediapolis in set 3, 16th of the match. Bulldogs up 2 in set 3, 16-14. Bryn Wright towards that right corner, sends it to Huff. Wiley going to Troutman on the right side, a roll shot. That's out. Attack error Warriors. Mediapolis up 3 now. Warriors looking for the side out. Don't want to let this get too much farther away here in set 3. Wright, Wiley has a reception to Sickles, and Wiley a roll shot off the block of Mediapolis. Thornburg to Wright, a back row attack coming from Hutchison. Huff up in the air to Urach. Mertens will tip. Thornburg up to get it. Wright, a center dump on 2. Mertens right back to Mediapolis. Wright to Thornburg to the right side. Prowl will tip it deep to Sickles. Then Urach, she'll set Mertens. She'll tip over the block, kept alive by Wright. And then Thornburg going to Steffner. She'll tip one over the Warrior block, dug by Mertens. Then Urach and Troutman banged one, tried to hit it out of the middle and never made it over the net. Attack Air Warriors. Mediapolis leads 18-14 in set 3. Warriors lead 2-0. Quick 30-second break and back with more Warrior volleyball action right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you, live action here in set 3. Wright the serve, Wiley the reception, Troutman and Huff tips it back to Mediapolis. Hutchison to Wright to box out of the middle, dug by Huff in the middle back. Urach back towards the net. Troutman tried to roll one from the middle, and it came up short. Attack here, Warriors. Mediapolis up 19-14 here in set 3. Student section doing their best over there to get behind the team. Bryn Wright, that serve handled by Sickles. And Wiley, Mertens will roll into the middle of the defense, and good. Thornburg and Hutchison couldn't get there. Mertens gets the side out for the Warriors. Marley's 11th kill of the night, 9th as a team in set 3, 35th of the match. Riley Losi back in for Wiley, Ada Troutman back to serve. 19-15. Troutman serve. Thornburg overhead pass, Bryn Wright a forearm set, a roll shot by Box, dug by Huff in the middle back. Losi up in the air, Huff will tip it to Thornburg. Bryn Wright. Steffner, cross court off the outside, Mertens, Losi, that one gonna go backwards. And an error on the Warriors. Troutman out, Wiley in, here comes Miller in for Steffner. 20-15, here comes Hollingsworth in for Prawl. Mediapolis on the serve, leading it 20-15 in set 3. Warriors lead 2-0. Hollingsworth, the lefty serve. Huff an overhead pass to Urach. Back set right side, Mertens. She'll tip down the net. Miller and Miller got a piece of it. Nobody else could. So Mertens, another kill for her. Her 12th. Team 10th in set 3, 36 of the night. 20-16, Marley the serve on the way to Hollingsworth. Passing to Wright, going to box out of the middle, and she came up short into the net. Losey and Huff waiting there on the block and never made it over the net. Attack air, Mediapolis, and the Warriors back to within 3 at 20-17. Mertens the serve from the right corner. Thornburg on the receive. Back into play from Wright. Hutchison a roll shot off deep off the outside to Mertens to Urach to Huff. She'll bang one off the block and good. Thornburg to her right in the middle back, couldn't get it. Ashlyn Huff been quiet for a little while. Gets her 15th kill of the night. 11th as a team in set 3. 37th of the match for the Warriors, who are back within 2 at 20-18. A little bit right of center. Mertens the serve to Hollingsworth. Passing to Wright. Going to the outside, Hutchison. Down the line off of Sickles and to the back wall. Hutchison gets Mediapolis' side out. Her 6th kill of the night. 6th as a team. Wagenbach back in for Box. 17th kill of the match for Mediapolis. They lead it 21-18. Thornburg, the libero, just right of center. Sends a serve to Sickles. Pass to Urach. Going to the middle, Losey. She'll attack to Hutchison. Right back on 2 from Wright. Mertens and a center dump on 2 by the Warriors. Mediapolis will set Miller right side off the block of the Warriors. Dug by Sickles, then Urach comes to get it. Huff will tip it across. Bryn Wright off another contact. I didn't see who got it, but it went up into the net and down on the Mediapolis side. So the Warriors get a point in the side out. And Urach will serve. Sickles out, McLean in. 21-19. Sophia Urach, halfway between the middle and the right corner, sends a serve to Hollingsworth. Bryn Wright comes to get it. Overhead set. Hutchison off the outside. Deep attack dug by Mertens. Urach set her dump on 2. Hollingsworth out of the back to Wright. She'll go to the middle. Wagenbach off the block of the Warriors. Kept alive by Mertens. Urach will go to Huff. Tipped back by Mediapolis and then set up for Huff off of 1 and 2 and out of bounds. Yeah, we'll give her another one. Huff gets her 16th of the night. 12th kill in set 3 for the Warriors. 38th of the match. 21-20. They're back within 1. Love to end this in 3 if you could. And get a sweep. Urach, let's see if she can continue her service run. That one to Hollingsworth. Her pass goes to Wright to Hutchison on the outside. Tipped over the block, kept alive by Losey. Mertens back towards the net. Urach a free ball to the Bulldogs. Thornburg has that. Bryn Wright, quick set middle to the left off of Urach and into the Warrior crowd. And I think Wagenbach got that put away. Here comes Steffner for Miller. Wagenbach's 3rd kill of the night. 7th as a team for Mediapolis in set 3. 18th of the match for the Bulldogs, who are back up 22-20 in set 3. Steffner the serve to Wiley. Pass to Urach. Back set to the middle. Huff to the left and good. That is a dangerous spot there for Ashlyn Huff. She can go right or left out of the middle, and she put that one away with authority. 17th of the night for Ashlyn. 13th. Here comes Troutman in for Losey. 13th in set 3 for the Warriors. 39th kill of the match for Van Buren County. 22-21, back and forth we go here in set 3. Lexi Wiley, a little bit right of center, maybe halfway between the center and the right corner. Jumps her on the way for Lexi. Thornburg the receive. Bryn Wright, back set right side Wagenbach. She'll tip to Urach. Urach's pass, then Wiley comes to help, then Huff. She'll bang one down the line off the outside. And Wright and Wagenbach, nothing they could do about it. Huff ties things at 22. That's her 18th of the night, 14th as a team. In set 3, 40th of the night. Timeout Mediapolis. Quick 30-second break. Back with more set 3 action. The Warriors looking to sweep Mediapolis tonight. We'll come back after 30 seconds right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Need help with your next home project? Look no further than Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. We're your small town service and big city selection. From kitchen and bath showrooms to complete do-it-yourself solutions, we've got you covered. Let us do it for you. We offer free in-home estimates, free delivery, and flexible financing options. Our team of professionals represents the top brands in cabinetry and countertops. Day or evening appointments are available because customer service is our #1 priority. Visit our showroom today and discover why Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua is your home improvement headquarters.
All right, back to you. Back with you. We are from the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here at Van Buren County Community Senior High School in Keosauqua, Iowa. Tied at 22. Warriors up 2-0. We're in set 3. Wiley on the serve for the Warriors. Need a little 3-0 run here. That serve on the way. Thornburg, overhead pass, Bryn Wright, set her dump on 2. Troutman. She got a piece of it. Nobody else could come help. And it falls on the Warriors side. Bryn Wright, another setter dump kill, her 4th. sub as Hollingsworth is out. Prowl back in. That's the 8th kill for Mediapolis in set 3. 19th of the night. They lead at 23-20. That serve from Hutchison goes to Huff, to Urach, back to Huff. Cross court and good off the right side. Ashlyn Huff gets it right back for the Warriors. Her 19th of the night. 15th kill in set 3 for Van Buren County. 41st of the match. Here comes McLean in for Huff. Chaplin. Kaylee Chaplin, the junior right side hitter at 5'7", number 26, will serve it. We're tied at 23. Right about in the center of the service line, Chaplin, the serve on the way. Hutchison overhead pass, Brendan Wright going to Prawl on the outside, towards the middle back, Chaplin on the dig. Urach a dump on 2 to Hutchison. Brendan Wright back set, right side, Wagenbach cross court. Urach gets the dig up in the air. McLean comes to help out, and Sophia sends a free ball back to the Bulldogs. Steffener, setter dump on 2. Troutman tips back and good. Brendan Wright tried to set her dump on 2. Troutman says not this time, and she tipped it right back for a kill. Troutman will give her 4th kill of the night. That's the 16th for the Warriors in set 3. 42nd. They got a match point, 24-23. Fighting back here. They were down a lot of set 3. McLean, the serve on the way. Hutchison, the receive. Brendan Wright to the right side. Wagenbach. She'll tip it over. Wiley keeps it alive. Troutman, Mertens, Thornburg in the back. Good job by the Warriors to keep it alive. Brendan Wright going to Prawl on the outside. Cross court. Wiley right back to Mediapolis. Hutchison up to get it. Brendan Wright going to Wagenbach. No, and that comes up short. She tried to tip it to the left, and it's short into the net, and the Warriors win it. They come back in set 3 to win it 25-23 on that attack here by the Mediapolis Bulldogs. The Warriors get a sweep tonight, 3-0 over the Mediapolis Bulldogs to finish up conference play at 5-2 on the season. That will take us to the postgame show, brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. And the players celebrate with the Warrior student section in a pink out night here at Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. We'll take a 3-minute break. I'll get a chance to add up some statistics. We'll do a set and match recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. When we come back, that set 3 was brought to you by Slayton Polaris. The postgame show will be Cranston Family Funeral Home, and we hope to do an interview with head coach Selena Sayer, brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center after she celebrates there with her team. So a 3-minute break. We'll come back and talk about this one. You're listening to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. We are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Ona Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Whether you're building your dream home, expanding the family farm, or just need a little help getting started, Pilot Grove Savings Bank is here for you. Our experienced lending team offers personalized service with competitive rates because we live here too, and we know what matters. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We make your goals our priority. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you. We come to the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School, Keosauqua, Iowa, inside the Jim Fred Parsons Court, where we just watched a very exciting Warrior victory by a score of 3-0, 25-20, 25-13, 25-23. The Warriors come back and finish Mediapolis off in 3 tonight. Very exciting win for Warrior Volleyball. And we're going to start this post-game show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com, with a coach's interview brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building materials supplier in Dowd's. I have head coach Selena Sayer with us here to start the post-game show. Coach, as always, thank you for taking the time to stop by and talk with us here on a very exciting night of Warrior Volleyball. The last time we talked was 2 matches ago back here at home. We got a win over Danville. So let's back up for just a quick second before we get to tonight. After Danville, we knew that would be a tough one over there at Holy Trinity. You guys played with them really well for 2 sets, just a total of 6 points difference in those 2 sets. The third one maybe not quite as close, but really a good effort over there. We knew it would be tough, and the 4th time against Holy Trinity this year. Was there anything that you could take away maybe from the first 2 sets in that match and just tell the girls, you know what, maybe we just have to be just a tad bit tougher? I mean, I don't know how else to describe those matches with Holy Trinity. I think of any of the teams, without beating them, they only have 2 losses on the year. The Warriors have certainly played them just as tough as anybody else.
I would agree, Shan. I think what I told the girls, I said, do not hang your heads about losing that game, especially taking a team that's ranked in 1A, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been 1 or 2, I think, all year.
Yeah. To play them as close as we did those first 2 sets, do not hang your heads. Like, that's a good team. Melissa always brings back a good team no matter who she's got out there. So don't hang your heads. I mean, you guys played tough, and I wish we would have taken at least 1 from them, but I was proud of how they played against them for sure. Yeah, absolutely. It was a good effort. I mean, yeah, it's a loss, sure, but it was still, I don't fault effort at all on anybody there losing to them. Okay, so we can put that one away. We probably won't have to see them for the rest of the year. They're in 1A, we're in 2A. All right, let's get to tonight. It was just a great night, homecoming week, senior night. This is a really great group of seniors. I read the same thing that they announced on the air for everybody to hear. I'll just mention their names again: Sophia Urach, Ashlyn Huff, Marley Mertens, Addison McLean, Lexi Wiley. This group of seniors has done a lot of good things for Warrior Volleyball. You look at all the milestones: Urach with 1,500 assists and 500 digs. Huff got to 500 kills tonight. Mertens over 500 digs. Lexi Wiley over 500 digs. I mean, you could just go on and on. Great milestones for this group of girls. I wanted to give you the opportunity to just comment about them, and then we'll talk about tonight's match. Yeah, for sure. They're a great group of girls. I mean, on and off the court, they're all smart. They're book smart. You know, they're street smart. They're just going to be a hard group to replace come next year, but I'm positive the girls coming up will be able to step up. Again, like you said, those girls have worked from their freshman year to hit all those milestones, and they've done great at what they do on the court, and it's definitely going to be tough without them next year.
Yeah, I looked back at the last 3 years to when most of them really started to get the majority of their varsity time, I guess you would say. And tonight takes them to 10 games over 500, 52 and 42 overall over the last 3 years. So that's really great. And I mean, you guys, you play some competition. I mean,
we do.
A couple years ago when Matt was coaching, I remember we went to Anamosa and played some really tough competition up there. So we don't really shy away from anybody. So I would just, the girls, just lots of credit, and the coaches as well, to taking that record where it is over the past 3 seasons. All right, let's talk about tonight. You saw Mediapolis at the bracket portion of the conference tournament, and you got them 2-0.
Yes.
All right, I was really happy with that, as I'm sure you and the girls were, but then I got to wondering, well, what would happen if we were to play maybe a set 3, right? And you don't know how that 5-setter is going to go. So you guys played really well, 25-20, 25-13. Then the momentum switched, as it so many times does in a volleyball match, right? That's why they play 5 sets, to see who really the best team is, and it was the Warriors tonight. Great intestinal fortitude by the girls to hang tough, just kind of outlast them and just we talked about getting tough like against Holy Trinity. Tonight, I thought the Warrior girls did that. They were the tougher team, and it showed as you guys squeaked that third set out 25-23 and get a sweep. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the third set probably could have been pulled on my coaching part a little bit, throwing some girls in there that aren't used to playing out there. But
they did great, though.
I thought that's what I told the girls in the huddle. I said it doesn't matter who's on our side. It's the same team on the other side. It's the same people we're playing against. It shouldn't matter who's on our side. You guys know how to play volleyball and keep the ball in to play defense and put it away when you can. I think other than that, it was just, like you said, a momentum switch, and we didn't have the serving that we did the first 2 sets. Weren't maybe tough enough with our serves as we were to start with. Ashlyn got a little frantic there in her serving. But
I saw you sub Chaplin in for in the to finish it off.
Yes, and she did great.
Kaylee did great. Yeah. The other players that maybe got some run tonight that normally don't, I thought Addison McLean, I haven't mentioned her name a whole lot, but on her senior night, she played a great match, I thought, with what you asked her to do. And then the freshman, Briley Losi, am I getting that correct?
Yep.
You asked her to come in and play in the middle, and she did a great job. And then those two with Chaplin, I thought Ada Troutman had probably one of her best matches of the year. I credited her with 4 kills and an ace.
Yep.
So, I mean, you got great contributions from other than like the usual suspects, right? Who were great again as well tonight. Huff, I had 19, I think, kills for her. Merton not far behind with 12. Urach, all the assists. I mean, the usual suspects were there, but that bench play, you had to be super proud of those girls coming off the bench.
Yeah, and that's just what I've told the girls all season. I said it doesn't matter who starts that night. Any one of you could be thrown out there in an instance. Like Kaylee kind of looked at me with like an, oh my God, look in my.
You're going to send me in right now?
Yeah. When it's tied 23-23, she kind of like probably had to gulp a little bit, but she picked it up and did good. And I mean, like you said, Briley did her part coming in, and any one of those girls could fill a spot on that court if they needed to.
Right. Okay, so this win here tonight takes you guys to 17-11. You finished 5-2 in the conference. Going to be behind Holy Trinity and Notre Dame. I mean, you took Notre Dame to 5 sets here. So, I mean, right there with both of those schools, just a really good showing.
Right.
And so we got one more regular season event. This Saturday we go over to
Davis County.
Bloomfield, the Mutual Center Davis County tournament. It's round robin, so we're guaranteed 5 matches. We'll get to see West Burlington again. That's who we drew for the region. It's a home match, so credit to you guys for having a good enough record to have a home match in that quarterfinal. So, and then the winner probably have to go up and play Regina up there. It looks like they're the #1 seed in our region, so I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. It'll be a fun day of volleyball over there. You can use it as a tune-up, and then you get a week off to practice, I guess, going into regionals. Just early thoughts. I know the brackets hasn't been out for more than a few hours, but I just want to give you a chance to just early thoughts as you looked at it.
I was just really, really shocked at who we drew for first round. And I told the girls, I said, it's going to be hard to beat a team a third time, like you play them and you see them so many times.
Yeah, well, that'll be your third time this weekend.
Yes.
Because it's round robin, so fourth time in the tournament.
Yes. Yeah. So we're going to come out and give it our best, but I'm sure the girls are just as ready to drive forward in the postseason as they were for regular season. And I mean, it's great to pull a home match because home crowd helps for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's going to be fun.
It's hard to tell, because we're pretty equally matched, as we've seen in the other matches we've played against them. But Saturday will really kind of give us a tell on how things are going to go.
Yeah, that'll be another 3-setter against them. And then, of course, the kind of state tournament regional match or whatever you want to call it would be a best of 5-setter. So a couple of different scenarios there we'll be facing against West Burlington. Well, you tell the girls that I know it's hard to beat a team 3 and 4 times, but there's a reason why we're 2-0 against them.
Correct.
So don't let them forget that.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Coach. Hey, I'm going to get you out of here. Go celebrate with your team. Thank you for taking the time all season long to talk to us and the fans listening on 92.7 and on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Congratulations. Year's not done yet. I know we got one more regular season event, but congratulations on what you guys have done so far. 5-2 in the conference. Excellent. So, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Shan.
All right. That's head coach Selena Sayer of the Van Buren County Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball Team. They're victorious over the Mediapolis Bulldogs tonight by a score of 3-0. I'm going to keep it right here. Let's do a quick third set and match recap here in the post-game show, and after that we'll send it away one more time and then come back and do all of our closing thoughts. In that third set, 2 service errors for the Warriors. They had a total of 6 for the match. 2 service errors for Mediapolis. They had a total of 5 for the match. 1 ace in the third set for the Warriors, 8 for the match. None for Mediapolis. They had a total of 5 for the match. I had 16 kills for Van Buren County in the third set. They have a total of 42 for the match. Mediapolis, 8 kills in set 3, 19 in the match for them. Warriors 2 blocks for a point, 1 in set 3. The Mediapolis, no blocks for a point in the match. The Warriors win it 3-0, 25-20, 25-13, and they come back and hang on to win set 3, 25-23. Individually for Mediapolis, Clara Box, a couple of kills. Bryn Wright, an ace and 4 kills for her. Josie Hutchison, an ace and 6 kills. Ella Wagenbach, 2 aces, 3 kills. Cardin Miller had a kill. Addie Steffener with an ace and 3 kills. For the Warriors, Urach had an ace, a kill, and I guess we would credit most of those 42 kill assists to her. Ashlyn Huff, 4 aces and 19 kills. A big night for Ashlyn. Marley Mertens, 12 kills for Marley. Daphne Wells with 4. Lexi Wiley, 2 aces, a kill, and a bunch of digs. Ada Troutman, a nice match, an ace and 4 kills. And Briley Losi came in and got a kill as well. And don't forget Kaylee Chapman with those 2 serves to end things in that third and final set. I guess if I had to pick a player of the game, it would be easy to go with all the seniors, but I'm going to go with Ada Troutman here tonight, taking an ace and 4 kills and really playing well for the Warriors. Player of the match tonight brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Honorable mention, of course, to all the other players who played very well, especially the seniors, Sophia Urach, Ashlyn Huff, Marley Mertens, Addison McLean, and Lexi Wiley getting a win here at home on their senior night over the Mediapolis Bulldogs. All right, we will continue the postgame show brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. We'll close it down when we come back from this 30-second break. Come back with us one more time and finish things up here from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom, and we are so excited to honor 2 of our 4th graders as they were selected as National Math Stars. They were selected by scoring in the top 1% of all students in Iowa on their Iowa Assessment Math Test. Anna Nichols and Kai Dervinga, congratulations and keep up the great work. We are so proud of you. Postseason competition is almost here, and we wish our student athletes the best of luck. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you, the Ottumwa Radio broadcast booth here from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. Warriors win it tonight over the Mediapolis Bulldogs by a score of 3-0. Hey, I just wanted to mention one thing before we get to the rest of the volleyball stuff. Big congrats going out to the cross-country teams of Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School. The Warriors, the boys are ranked 12th. The girls ranked 7th. Lincoln Bainbridge ranked number 11. They're having a good year as well, both teams. I know they don't get a lot of pub from me as a broadcaster, but we follow them, and I just wanted to give a shout-out to both boys and girls cross-country teams here at Van Buren County. The Warriors having a good season. We look for big things for them as they get into tournament action. All right. We can start to, well, let's see. After tonight's action, let's go through this first. Mediapolis falls to 14-14. They are 2-6 on the road, 3-3 in the conference. Next action for them is Tuesday of next week, October 14th at West Burlington, 7:30 p.m. first serve there for the Bulldogs. The Warriors improved to 17-11, 3-2 here at home, 5-2. They will finish in the conference a very good showing. Next action for us is what we just talked about with head coach Selena Sayer. will be over in Bloomfield, the Davis County Tournament at the Mutual Center, October 11th, this Saturday in a couple of days. Last regular season date for the season for Warrior Volleyball. 5 matches, best of 3 setters guaranteed. We will play Centerville. Who's match 2 against? I'm forgetting. Centerville, Davis County is match 2, and then it'll be, I think, Central Lee, West Burlington, and Sheraton. Those are the 5 matches on the day for Warrior Volleyball this Saturday, final regular season date of the year before they get some time off, and they're going to play West Burlington this weekend, and also on Wednesday, October 22nd, in a quarterfinal of, let's see, let me get this right for you, Class 2A, Region 8. Player of the match once again was Ada Troutman, brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug. All right, let's get to our closing stuff. I'd like to thank board operator Mr. Kyle Smith hanging with us back at the studio in Ottumwa, making this thing run smoothly for everybody. Thank you, Kyle. I'd like to thank all of our listeners and viewers, no matter how you chose to listen in tonight. We were on the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. We were also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Hey, if you chose one of those ways to make this broadcast part of your Thursday evening, big thanks for doing so. We couldn't do it without you. If you're listening on your way home to the postgame show, thanks for tuning in. Please make sure you drive safely. AJ and I, we will do the same. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do here in the postgame show, brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home. I'll run through them for you one final time. The Van Buren County Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, Smithburg Automotive, Dowd's Quick Stop, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Van Buren County Hospital, Wells Hometown Drug, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you're in the area and need some local business, please make sure that you give these sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be heard on 92.7 KTWA and viewed through the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. If you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports and you would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at AttumwaRadio.com. She'd be more than happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name some advertising, feel even better about sponsoring Van Buren County Warrior Sports. Once again, if you'd like to sponsor Warrior Sports, get a hold of Margie at AttumwaRadio.com. The final score. One more time, the Warriors tonight defeat Mediapolis 3-0, 25-20, 25-13, and 25-23 to go 5-2 in the South Division, very tough division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference. Next broadcast, tomorrow night, I'll be with the football team. It's homecoming and senior night also due to the forfeits that the Warriors have received from teams that have quit their season. So that'll be the next broadcast. We'll be on the air about 6:30 tomorrow night for Warrior football right here at Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School inside the Gary Leffler track on the football field. They're going to take on the Wapello Indians for the Warriors' homecoming game. So that's the next broadcast. Next volleyball broadcast, I already talked about it. AJ will be with me on Saturday. We'll be over in Bloomfield. First match of the day, 9 o'clock on Saturday. So that means pregame about 8:45. That's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of Mr. Kyle Smith back at the studio in Ottumwa, my cameraman and on-site producer, the one and only Mr. AJ Rowe. My name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. We're back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. We will all wish you a very pleasant rest of your Thursday evening and say so long to you from Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here in Keosauqua, Iowa. Final score, Warriors defeat the Mediapolis Bulldogs 3-0. They get the sweep. We'll talk to you next tomorrow night right back here, 6:30 pregame for some Warrior football. Until then, you've been tuned in to Warrior Volleyball. We were on the air tonight at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. We were also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. From Van Buren County Community Junior Senior High School here in Keosauqua, Iowa.